Hello and welcome. The purpose of this short video is to give you some idea of what to expect when Bushvale reopens for public worship on the 16th of August. In my mind, this is a bit like a coin with two sides. On the one hand, or the one side, is the fact that we are all delighted that we have reached a point when we can meet again together in our house of worship. We have missed this over the last months. In fact, since our last service here on the 15th of March. Well, since then we've continued our work of preaching and teaching and worship, only it's been online, of course. Well, now we can meet again in church, and we're really looking forward to that. The other side of this imaginary coin that I mentioned a moment ago is the fact that when we do meet again, things are going to be somewhat different from the last time we met, at least for a while. And I'm appealing to everyone for understanding and flexibility when it comes to the new arrangements that we will have to experience when we come to church. Please do not think that it's just a matter of opening our doors again and continuing on where we left off, as if the last few months were just some sort of unpleasant dream or an extended holiday. They were neither of these things. And while we're all looking forward to resuming public worship, it's vital that if you have any of the symptoms of COVID-19, a high temperature, a new persistent dry cough, or the loss of the sense of taste or smell, then you must definitely not come out to church. Also, if you feel uncomfortable in any way about meeting with others in public, then you should not feel under any pressure to come. When you do come, the wearing of a face mask or face covering is recommended. The first thing to note is that because of the social distancing requirement, we have to close off every other row of pews. If you have had a favourite or a traditional seat where you or your family like to sit, this is very unlikely to be available, as you will be required to sit wherever you are directed to go to by an usher. Again, I would very much appeal for your understanding in this matter. So as you arrive at church, you should not mingle and chat with others on the way in, much as you would like to, I'm sure. You might notice that there will be appropriate signage in the vestibule when you enter the church building. And you will be met by an usher in the vestibule here who will direct you to your seat. At this point, you should sanitize your hands. Sanitizer will be provided, but if you wish to bring your own, then that's absolutely fine. We will fill up the church from the front using the available pews, and at the end of the service we'll exit with the back rows leaving first. Members of the same family may of course sit together, but other individual worshippers should maintain at least 1 metre of distancing from others. The service itself will contain our familiar elements of prayer, of preaching and of praise, but please note that there will be no pew Bibles and there will be no hymn books or Glory to God books available. The words of the Bible readings and of everything else that we sing will be shown on the screens at the front of the church, as per a normal Sunday service. However, if you do wish to use a hymn book or a Bible, you will have to bring your own and make sure that you take it away with you at the end of the service. There will be no lifting of the offering, but rather worshippers may leave their offerings in the plates which will be at the doors on the way in or out. You are reminded that due to the risks of handling money, the preferred means of contributing to the work of the church is by direct debit or standing order. You might also consider not giving numerous envelopes with smaller amounts in them, but instead saving those all together and giving a larger single offering. There will be limited toilet facilities available. The only toilet will be the unisex toilet, which is through the Morrison Room kitchen out the back here. Now, while all this might seem very annoying and restrictive, it is, but we feel it's all necessary to ensure the safety of everyone who comes. And while our prime aim is to give glory to God, our next main aim is to ensure that worship is conducted in a safe manner, in accordance with the guidelines issued by our government, and in a building that is properly cleaned and has appropriate precautions in place. So please remember that you should let me know if you plan to attend. If you plan to come on 16th of August, for we must know how many to expect in order to avoid any potential difficulties. Because of course, if the number of those who wish to come exceeds the number of places that we have, it will then be necessary to have some form of rota for coming to church. So you may not get to come every Sunday, but we'll have to wait and see how that works out. But anyway, please contact me by phone or text or email to let me know if you plan to attend. If you do not plan to attend, there's no need to contact me. This is all new territory for all of us, so please pray that all will go well and that we'll manage to have everything sorted to make it as smooth and agreeable as possible. And above all, that we will be blessed as we meet again to worship God.